Welcome back to Brewmatures. Today, we're talking science. All right, it's that time in the video where we take a look at the can. So we have Science, which is a collaboration between Weldwerks Brewing and Bottle Logic. How do you feel about that?
I'm definitely interested to try it. I haven't had anything from Weldwerks. Bottle Logic, I've had a few stuff, a lot of it great. But I mean, the can, again, it kind of just catches my eye like any of their other stuff. Yeah,
it's a really pretty can. The neon yellow really catches your eye. Goes well with the green. Very Green Bay Packers look in here. It's got raspberry, blueberry, toasted coconut, and vanilla. How do you feel about those flavors?
I'm definitely, the thing about it is, like, when I think about those, I always think about some of like the smoothie style beers that we've had.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I kind of picture them as a smoothie, but I don't know, this isn't a smoothie style sour. So I don't know what to expect. Hopefully they aren't super subtle and you can taste some of them or a little bit of each of them. But yeah.
Yeah, and the sour ale is going to give you more of that tartness and that fruitiness up front, and it's going to end and you're going to have a little bit more of that familiar wheat finish, usually what I found. Blueberry is a subtle flavor. I'm just worried it's going to be masked a little bit by the coconut and the vanilla. Those like to come out and party a little bit more. Raspberry, also of the berries, is a little bit of a stronger flavor than blueberry. But if done right and done well, they can play together, and it could be a great beer. We won't know until we try it, really.
Nope. You know, one thing that also kind of looks like a Gatorade bottle, like one of the old ones.
Old school Gatorade
bottle with the colors, and then just a Science kind of.
If Science was orange, yeah.
But
it's got great detail on it. I mean, it's got the little molecules. It's got the graduated cylinder for the I in Science. It's got that little thing that says dialed in beer. It's got the little dials on it. I'm hoping they turn those up to 11 on this beer, dude.
All right. Well, I'm excited.
That's enough talking. Let's get to drinking.
Ooh. There we go, the fruit punch Gatorade.
Yeah, it looks like fruit punch Gatorade.
Thanks, sir.
Ooh, I'm getting blueberry smell already. All right. So, what do you think? Not as clear as I thought it would be.
I smell the blueberries for sure.
And vanilla.
Blueberries, vanilla. I think those are the two ones that I smell the most.
Yeah, those are the two that come to mind. I feel like there's a little bit of like toastedness from the coconut on there.
I'm not really getting that. Maybe hopefully once I take a sip, but right now I think it's just a blueberry and the vanilla. Kind of overpowering it for me, but not in a bad way. It's good.
Let's see how it tastes.
Okay.
You're gonna hate that.
No, I don't hate it. Not a huge fan of sours, but I don't hate it. The tastes are very well blended. I mean, honestly, this is a very tasteful beer, but it is sour. I mean,
that's right where I like my sours.
What do you think then?
Oh, it's as far as sourness, as I've mentioned in videos before, I love it to be where it's tongue tingling, almost lip puckering sour. It dries out your mouth a little bit. It's right at that perfect level for me where when something says sour, that's how I want it. I mean, I've had sours that don't taste sour when you drink them. It's just like, oh, I put it on the label kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but this one, I mean, it says it's sour and it is sour. But I do taste the blueberry and vanilla. I don't know about the toasted coconut. The berries, raspberry, blueberry, yeah, but do you get any coconut?
I get
a hint, maybe?
Blueberry for sure, and vanilla. I think if I just sit here and let the finish come through and just kind of like, do that a little bit, I get just the barest hint of toasted coconut. And I think the raspberry is not there, other than I feel like that's what's making it so tart, because raspberries are very tart. The blueberries aren't usually super tart.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't know how much of each they put in there.
Do you think this is one of the better sours you've had?
On the channel?
In general. And you think it's one of the top 5 sours you've had?
Oh no.
No, oh, okay. But it's definitely
It's
good.
good. It's like, don't get me wrong. It's good. I've been around the block when it comes to sours, and I've had ones that have this kick that I like, and then also have every single flavor pronounced. But sometimes I wonder if they try to do too much with some of this. If it would have just been better off, it was just raspberry and vanilla or blueberry and vanilla. Because I feel like if you try to add too much, then you run the risk of, I'm not going to be able to get all these flavors to come out.
Okay.
And because they're so, like, blueberry and vanilla are so pronounced, it's just, you start asking yourself, what is the coconut adding? What is the raspberry adding? You know, would it taste any different if they weren't in there? I always wonder when we do collaborations, how much of each brewery goes into it, like when they come up with the recipe. Is it 50-50? Is it, you know, Weldwerks is like, we want to do a sour, and
Okay.
you know, we want to include these fruits, and Bottle Logic's like, okay, well, here's like a mash bill, or here's, you know, here's a recipe for a base beer. Obviously, we don't know. I feel like because that's like a guarded secret. Maybe. I don't know.
You might just have to do a Google search, but I don't know. But like the logo designs and everything does remind me of a lot of the Bottle Logic stuff they have.
Very much so, yeah.
Maybe it was the Bottle Logic team. I have no idea, like I said.
Yeah, and this is released under like the main heading of Weldwerks, which are from Greeley, Colorado. So, yeah, like you said, it's interesting that it looks more Bottle Logic influenced when it's from them, and usually collaborations, it's more of whatever the home brewery is, and then just a little influence, at least in the art, from the second brewery.
All right. Well, I just finished this, but so it is good.
Luckily, there's more in the can.
You know what the thing about it is, like I'm not a huge fan of sour anything really.
Right.
It's not just like the beer or anything. It's just sour stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like this one is a good balance. I could definitely enjoy like a glass in the can. The flavors are good. Not super overpowering sourness. I think it's right enough. For me.
Like a little bit more, and you'd be like, no.
Yeah. I think it's just the flavors too. It's like a well blend with everything.
Yeah, the flavors go very nicely with the sour touch. I'm interested to see if when we do like farmhouse ales and other like crazier, more Italian sours and stuff, how you're hold up drinking those, because
Those are sour.
those are a lot more sour.
Are those like some of the ones you enjoy more?
They also tend to be some of the more expensive ones. But like the farmhouse ale is like, the reason it's called farmhouse is because you get like hay flavor supposedly.
Oh,
I've
wow.
never had one, but I have one sitting at home that I'm like, well, I'm gonna save this one to when we feel like we're gonna go out to pasture.
Out the what?
Out to pasture.
Oh. Definitely took a few more sips. I don't know, man. It's I think one of the better sours that I've had, but I haven't had as many sours as you have. Just because of the flavors and everything, the berries and the vanilla. Toasted coconut, I didn't get so much, but I'm okay with just the berries and vanilla and the subtle little sour kick to it.
And another thing too about the flavors not all being there too is we don't know the canning date on this. So if it's older, some stuff's going to diminish over time. I didn't see a canning date on the bottom.
3-something/21.
Oof. Well, that means it was March. We're in May now.
But
So, I mean, after a couple months, I mean, I've kept it refrigerated. So that's supposed to, you know, keep the flavors intact. But I always think about that. It's hard to tell how much of a beer falls off when you didn't have it fresh to having it now.
I'm also thinking about it too. Is like I don't know if I've ever had anything sour with coconut in it.
Really?
Yeah. Have you?
Oh, yeah.
No, I haven't.
We got to get you more out there, too.
No, just like any in general, like carrot candy or anything. I feel like it's mostly just like tropical, like fruits
Yeah,
that I have
like
in
just
sour.
mango,
Yeah.
just pineapple.
Mango, pineapple, or the berries.
Yeah,
Like strawberries, lemonade, and all that stuff.
watermelon.
Yeah, but not like coconut. I haven't had, so maybe that's why I don't really taste it as much in the sour. But
and coconut's not really like a sweet fruit. If you like, you know, you've had like just regular like shredded coconut or stuff. So I think it helps kind of mellow out a little bit of that like sweetness from the berries and kind of keeps it more tame.
well, I mean, I like it, but what do you think? What would you recommend? Rate it? Would you buy it?
Yeah, I wish this at Bottle Logic had this on tap. This is one that I would go and get a glass of if we're just hanging out. Definitely, it's up there in some of my favorites of beers that they've released as far as their sours are concerned.
Okay.
But overall, I would probably give it a 4.25.
4.25. For me, same. If they had it on tap, I would get it. But definitely would try it again. I mean, it's a good beer.
Right.
Rating, I think the same, 4.25. Sour, maybe 4.5. I've had other sours I haven't enjoyed as much, but this one is, I think, right on the money for me. Flavor wise, sour, you can definitely tell it's a sour, but it's not like a lemon.
Yeah, and that's good to hear too, because obviously I brought this over from a table or crate that I ordered, and I prefer sours, so it's harder for me to say no. So this is a great opportunity for me to try and bring you into the sour world.
We'll appreciate it, man. Might be the first step into the sour world.
Taking your first steps into a larger world.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for watching today's video. Please like it, comment down below any beers you'd like to see us try in the future. Find us on Instagram and Untapped. And until next time, we're the Brewmatures, trying every beer from around the world. One sip at a time. Do you want to do the outro?
Yeah, I mean, you can do it. I forgot what it is.
Alright.
I still need a few more sips, bro.
Thanks for watching today's beer review. Please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. See, I did the thing. We're gonna do it again.